How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more of the Pokémon Sword and Shield walkthrough. So, after your second visit to Hammerlocke, you'll be able to go through Route 7. But yeah, I definitely want to make sure your Pokemon are ready for the fight, so make sure they're healed up, because, of course, you're gonna have a familiar friend to fight, huh? Another nice bridge here. Yep, there he is. Alright, Marriland. You and I both know I've got to keep on trying different strategies if I'm going to get strong enough to catch up to Lee. No, not just catch up, if I want to surpass him. So, I think you know what's coming, mate. Let me try out my latest in a battle against you. Aw yeah, here we go. Pokemon Trainer Hop. So yeah, he's changed up his team quite a bit. He's trying all sorts of stuff out now. So yeah, he's leading with his new Trevenant here. Alright, time for me to test exactly how far I can go with my latest and greatest team. Alright, well, we'll see about that. Well, I guess we'll set up Reflect right now. I don't really feel like switching out at the moment. I know I'm not exactly in the best situation here. It probably has Shadow Claw or something. Oh, it's gonna use Confuse Ray. Well, that actually works out fine. I guess I will switch out then. Who wants to be confused anyway? Not me. Alright, this looks like it'd be a good job for Cinderace. Yeah, Trevenant being a Ghost Grass type, just in case you don't know. Shadow Claw. Yeah, there was that Shadow Claw, alright. Let's try out the Pyro Ball. Oh man. Oh, that backfired. Yeah, that's the one downside with Pyro Ball. Like, it's a very good move, and it does have pretty good accuracy, but yeah, you will miss every now and then, and quite often it can be during very important moments. Well, at least I have Reflect up, so that's good. Oh, come on, Cinderace! What is that? Yes. There we go. Finally, snapped out of confusion. Okay. There's the hit. That's what I wanted to do the first time around. The way you battle, you know, it kind of reminds me of Lee. Alright, well. Orbeetle wants to learn after you. Probably not gonna help for most fights here. We're gonna give up on that. Roserade leveling up. Snorlax. Oh yeah, so this thing is pretty bulky. And it's a normal type, so hopefully you have a good strong fighting type or a fighting type move to counter it. It has pretty good special defense as well, so if you don't have a fighting move, at least try to use physical-based attacks against it. Might as well use that, right? Well, actually, I guess I probably should have just gone straight for Revenge. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, it's not actually going to hit me. That's a shame. Ooh, Stockpile's really scary on that thing. Because it does have a lot of health and a lot of defense. Or special defense. Its defense isn't that bad, too. But thankfully, something like Surfetch'd here who can get a crit, that's definitely pretty helpful. To counter that, well, there goes my Reflect. Okay, Heatmore is up next. I really need to have a water type on the team. I'm kind of realizing that that's something I am drastically missing. Well, we'll just leave you out, I guess. Yeah, usually I have a water type. And I know I did in the past, but I don't know. Ooh. Oh, that's rude. Let's see how hard this Revenge hits. Yeah, there we go. Nice crit. Surfetch leveling up. Wants to learn Brick Break. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we're definitely getting rid of Rock Smash for that. Like, Rock Smash is alright. And it's probably a little redundant to have both Revenge and Brick Break, but for the time being, it's not really a huge deal. Okay, Rillaboom. Well, that thing happens to be grass type, of course, so I have quite a few options here. I guess we'll use Orbeetle. This thing's actually been way more useful than I thought it would be. Like, it's pretty strong. Definitely pretty strong. You only have 2 Pokemon left, so I don't really think I need to set up any Reflector Light Screen. Oh yeah, ooh, except I did activate its, oh, knockoff, that's not good. I mean, thankfully I can handle the hit pretty well. How do you like that attack? Now I really feel like we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I bet you do. Oh, my Light Clay! Hey, that was rude. How dare you? Oh no, a Hyper Potion. Well, we'll just keep at it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, you can Hyper Potion now and it won't even matter. But you didn't. Okay, so there we go. And of course, as with always, if you are, if you chose a different starter than I did, he'll have a different starter as well. But you should be used to that by now. It's not really a surprise anymore. Okay, Boltund. Again, I don't... Well, actually, you're a ground type. I just don't have any ground type moves on you, so... Yeah, and it will probably be packing Crunch or something. I guess I could try out my Arctozolt. Let's go for it. Could be kind of fun, right? I still love this thing. I'm the kind of guy who gets fired up to win in these situations. I'm the kind of guy that likes to use all sorts of weird Pokemon. Oh, okay, let's give you a taste of this Ice Beam. Wow, how did you outspeed a Boltund? Oh, that's why. It's using Roar. Yeah, with that negative priority, that would explain it. Oh, well, I mean, okay. If that's what you want. Are you roaring again? That's just so strange, but okay. Alright, well, there we go. Yeah, it's only his starter that changes. Even though I know he'll have duplicate types, it's kind of meant that way, I guess. This is rubbish. My team can't perform if I get my own head straight as their trainer. Or if I can't get my own head straight as their trainer. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. Before we ever started out on this journey, I remember watching Lee on the telly. He was like a bright star, so strong I could hardly bear to look right at him. But now, I can tell just how strong he really is, and what he's got that I haven't. But I'm getting stronger too. Maybe not as fast as you, but fine, whatever. Thanks for letting me battle with you again. And here, I'll heal up your team for you too. Oh, thanks, that actually saves me a trip to the Pokemon Center. I think I know what it is I really want. I want to battle Lee. I want to take on my bro. But not just that, I want to beat him. I want to be the one who beats the unbeatable champion, and I'm going to. My mind's made up. You and me are going to have another battle once I get my gym badge in Circhester. Alright, well, he's calling it right now. So yeah, but that'll still be a little while. So there are, of course, some new Pokemon here. This isn't a very long route. It's actually very small. You can already see Route 8 over there, which is quite a large route by comparison. But there's still a few things you can do here, and a few Pokemon that you can find. As a model, I'll show off the appeal of my partner Pokemon. Yeah, the main star of the show here is, of course, the rival fight. That's definitely the toughest. Otherwise, you just have a few random trainers here. Rabombi's kind of interesting, though. I don't know what I'm going to do against that. I guess we'll go ahead and set up a light screen. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Bug Fairy type. Evolution of Cutiefly. Man, that took me a moment. I'm like, wait, what? What is it? The little thing! I kept wanting to say Rabombi, but wait, no, that is Rabombi. Alright, well, Poison should do pretty well against it. Let's go, Roserade. Okay, I think we'll just go straight for Venoshock. I could use Toxic. I probably should use it, but yeah, that's plenty fine. That thing's a little bit on the frail side. Just a little bit. And Vespiquen. So yeah, that thing is just a bug flying type, so I probably don't want to have my Roserade there. But, oh wait, yeah, let's use Ancient Power. Sure, why not? Alright. Let my snivelly little Arctozolt here. Yeah, Vespiquen is definitely the opposite of Ribombee. It's quite tanky. It take hits pretty well. I don't think quite as well as Orbeetle, though. But still fairly well. Yeah, like that 4 times effective attack wasn't even enough to take it down. Also, I'm just realized I'm burning through my Ancient Power really fast due to that pressure. Oh well, it's fine. Not like that's a main move of mine anyway. What a great trainer you are. You really showed off the appeal of your partner Pokemon. Well, be sure to pick up this Ether hiding right over here. And there should be a few more items in the area. Unfortunately, I can't go past here just yet. You just can't silence Team Yell. She's cute, she's tough, she won't take no one's guff. Oh, Marnie, she's our Marnie. Yep, there's your roadblock for you. Team Yell, just blocking your path. There are quite a few new Pokemon in the area for you to pick up. Quite a few electric types, too. Galvantula being kind of an interesting one, especially if you get one that doesn't have a nerve. So, if it doesn't have a nerve, it will have Compound Eyes for its ability, and that's a really nice move, or ability for several moves, such as Thunder, because Compound Eyes makes it so your moves are much more accurate. Oh, I really hope I have some Quick Balls. I think I stocked up on them, right? Yes, I did. Thank goodness. So yeah, if you don't have an electric type or a bug type just yet, Galvantula is a pretty good choice, just so long as it has Compound Eyes. But thankfully, it's really easy to tell if it has Compound Eyes because its other ability is Unnerve, and it does announce that when you start up a battle. But yeah, bug electric type gets some pretty decent moves, more of a special attacker. Pretty decent. There's a lot of other stuff around here, but we'll get to that in a moment. Do I want to lead with Orbeetle? I really should do something with this Runerigus. Use some moves on it. What do I have? Like, it'd be... Like, I don't know if I want to use it. I guess I could put Bulldoze on it. Body Press would be interesting, too, because it has quite a bit of defense. I just don't know if I want to use this thing or not. It's also not a bad idea to start looking at other options. Like, I wouldn't mind having a water type. I'm really uncomfortable without a water type. It's definitely one of my favorite types to use. I don't know. I gave Barraskewda a chance. Just didn't quite seem to be where I wanted it to be. And Runerigus is alright. I just need better moves. Like, these are really bad moves right now. Because I kind of just... I don't even remember why I put it in my party. But that's fine. Alright, well, for right now, let's just continue through here. It's not really that much more to go. I can always take a look at some options later. Maybe I'll even find something here, too. So, yeah, we have to fight against this chap here, Cabby Bruce, with a Corvisquire. Not exactly the best matchup here. I mean, I'm sure Orbeetle will be fine, but I would rather fight this thing with something that can get the job done. So let's switch out for my Arctozolt again. We'll just spray some Ice Beam that thing's way. Swagger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't know about this. I could just switch out and try something again, right? I also realize I have 3 Pokemon weak to flying. Maybe that isn't exactly the best strategy here. Okay, there we go. I was really worried. I haven't had very good luck with being confused in this video, huh? And a Rufflet. Well, that's a lot less of a threat. Well, it is normal type, so unfortunately there's nothing my Runerigus can do. Well, I guess we'll just send out Cinderace and be done with it. I don't want to deal with this confusion. It's just not worth it. Okay, yeah, Rufflet, not very tough. Normal flying type. I guess we'll use Pyro Ball. You're not even worth using a Pyro Ball on, to be honest. Alright, there we go. No matter where I go with my taxi, loss and loneliness seem to follow. Aw, poor guy. Okay, so the path to Route 8 is actually right here. Yeah, that's simple. Route 8 is definitely much larger, so if you are planning on sticking around here for a little bit to catch some Pokemon, stop chasing me, Berserker. Definitely be sure to go back and heal before you head on to Route 8, because it is pretty long. There's some berries over here. Guess I'll go ahead and pick these. Figgy Berry and Lychee Berry. Alright, well, looks like I can shake this a tad more. Another Lychee Berry. Yeah, there's some pretty good berries here. Gavilan Berry and Figgy Berry. Yeah, that's starting to get a little on the aggressive shaking side. Yeah, you can kind of tell if you're about to be ambushed by something. Oh, by the way, you start fighting Greedent here now. So you can keep that in mind. It just stops? Okay, yeah, you can find Wild Berserker here. That's pretty cool. That's the evolution of Galarian Meowth. It's a steel type, and it's pretty decent. Certainly not bad. It's definitely much better if you get Tough Claws on it for going through the game. I don't remember off the top of my head what its other ability is, but it gets a lot of decent physical moves. So having Tough Claws powers them up by quite a bit. Anything that makes contact. You know what? There's plenty of them here if your Quick Ball doesn't work, and if you were wise and stocked up on those over in the wild area. Yeah, you can just try that again. Oh, I guess there's 3 of them right here. So yeah, you can find Liepard, you can find Thievul, a whole bunch of things, actually. Quite a few cats. There's also a lot of stuff in the Shaking Grass, the random encounters that you might want to find, including Meowstick, I believe. I'm pretty sure Meowstick is here. I think I looked that up a moment ago. Also on the overworld, you can find Morpeko. I think that's actually the first time you can find it. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Off the top of my head. But yeah, needless to say, it's a pretty worthwhile encounter. So if there's anything you're missing here for your Pokedex, you'll probably find quite a few things worthwhile. Thievul. I guess I already have a Thievul, but, you know, if you're missing one, you can get one here. I don't generally recommend them. I don't really find them to be that strong. But, you know, your mileage may vary. Let's see if I can get this Berserker again. Yeah, I find it's pretty easy just using the Quick Balls, and if I miss, or if it, well, I don't miss, but if it fails, just run away. Try it again for anything that's, like, really common. None of this stuff's really that bad. Like, I mean, if you can see multiple Berserkers on the screen, otherwise I don't really have, like, I don't really have anything good to weaken it right now. Whoops! There we go. Now I got a Berserker. Very next fight. So let's see what this Berserker's all about, huh? Alright, here's a look at its stats. Yeah, Battle Armor, that's the other ability. And wow, this is a very bad nature for it. Lowering its attack, not something you want. Yeah, we're gonna pass on this thing. but there you go. All right, so what else do we have around here? Let's see if I can find some of the shaking grass. Oh, it was there just a moment ago. Yeah, unfortunately, things like to chase you here. You will get chased down by a lot of things, and they run very fast, so you might want to be on your bike in order to outrun them to stand a better chance. I don't have Liebert. Hopefully I can catch this thing. Any moment now. All right, there we go. Yeah, not usually that tough. Not generally that great of a Pokemon to go through the game with. There's so many better Dark types out there. It has quite a few status moves. I mean, it's not the worst, but for in-game purposes, I don't really find there to be that much it has going on. Oh, here we go. Look at that. It's a Meowstic. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, so you can find Meowstic in the wild here, which is pretty cool. I think you can only find male Meowstic in the wild if you're playing Pokemon Sword, and I think you can only find female Meowstic in the wild if you're playing Pokemon Shield. Now, that doesn't make them version exclusive. You can still breed them just fine, kind of similar to Indeedee. But you can also find Esper of either gender in the wild, so it's not like you're locked out, it's just you can only find, you know, one of the forms. And of course, the male Meowstic being more defensive with its moves, the female Meowstic being more offensive with its moves, which shouldn't be too much of an issue if you use TMs, but either are fine. Yeah. But anyway, that's kind of what they have going on, and don't worry if you can't find, a female Meowstic or a male Meowstic, depending on which version you're... Oh, these cats are ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of cats on this route. It's kind of crazy. Well, this isn't quite a cat, but it is where you can find wild Toxel, so that's kind of nice if you didn't pick one up over at the daycare earlier. And I actually recommend not training that one up. Like, if you are interested in Toxel, just wait until this point in the game. Because the Toxel you get, it's at level 1, so it's gonna take a while to train up. I mean, if you have a bunch of experience candies, you can catch it up without much effort, but you can say the same thing about basically any Pokemon. But you can find them here at level 39 or so. Like, I think it's, what, 36 to 40? Somewhere in that range. Like, you can find them at a much higher level. And they're ready to evolve right away. Now, with Toxel, it will evolve into either amped form Toxtricity or low-key form Toxtricity. And it's entirely based on its nature. Usually its nature will kind of indicate what it is. Sometimes it can be a little ambiguous. But generally speaking, if it sounds like it's more of a hyper, more of a, you know, positive nature, you know, upbeat, then it's more likely to be amped. And if it's something that's a little bit more casual, calm, like calm, of course, or docile, I'm pretty sure these all turn into the low-key one. And there's like a few differences between them. They're more or less the same. But yeah, just if you're wondering, how do you get the different ones? That's how. Here's another Pokemon you can find here. Shelmet. Yeah, this thing and its counterpart, you have to trade them in order to get them to evolve. Now, I think I caught one, but I think it was actually in the wild area. I don't remember if it was available prior to this, but you can get both Shelmet and Carablast on this route. Now, one of them is more common in one version, the other is more common in the other. So if you're playing, what is it, Pokemon Sword, I think Carablast is more common, whereas if you're playing Pokemon Shield, Shelmet will be more common, but they're not version exclusive. And in order to get them to evolve, you need to trade them for the other. That's the only way that they evolve. And they're pretty decent Pokemon when they evolve, but it is a little bit of a hassle unless you have a friend to help you out. Oh wow, yeah, this is the very next encounter. Really cool to see in the wild now. You can actually find and catch a wild Corviknight. So you might have seen a Corviknight in the wild before, but not in the wild, like in the wild area. but you couldn't catch it. It was too high of a level. Well, this one is able to be caught. Like, you should have no trouble with it. I mean, it probably has a low catch rate. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's an impressive bird. It is a steel flying type, and it is nice. Like, it's definitely a pain having to sit through this thing as Rookity and then Corvus Squire, but Corviknight itself is very strong. Like, it has a ton of defense, pretty good attack, not like the worst speed either, and also its special defense generally isn't that bad as well. It's very tough to take down. It has Unnerve, and I don't remember what its other ability is. I know that Mirror Armor is a really good ability for it, but that's only on its G-Max form if you're catching it in the wild, so that's a bit of a pain. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in a solid flying type, and you don't have one right now, or if you want a steel type, like, this is a great opportunity to get Corviknight. Like, you don't really have to worry too much. I mean, look, it has Drill Peck just like that. So if you didn't have the patience, I don't blame you, but now is a great time to pick it up. I think you even get it a few levels early too. That's a downside. It takes forever for it to evolve. There we go. There's a little Carablast as well. Definitely the rarer of the two in, actually, no, this one's more common in my version, isn't it? It's kind of weird that I found Shelmet first, huh? Oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead and catch this thing. Can always trade it later on to evolve it. There we go. Okay, only a few more Pokemon left to find here on the route. Oh, by the way, I almost missed this. There's a ball mushroom right under this tree here. Definitely want to pick that up. Alright, this should be the last Pokemon you can find in the random encounters. Well, other than female Meowstic if you're playing Shield. But yeah, it's Seismitoad. And, you know, that's actually kind of tempting. It's a water ground type. I do need a water type. It's not too bad. I've never used one, to be honest, but I know it's pretty solid. I'll have to take a look at it, actually. But yeah, Seismitoad can be found here. It's not like super rare or anything. I just had a bit of a hard time finding it. Wow, that gives a lot of experience. Jeez. Absolute ton. Alright, so... Oh, Krogunk and Seismitoad are similar species. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, here's this thing. Fairly well-rounded as far as its stats goes. Poison Touch is kind of neat. I don't really know much about them, to be honest. Like, again, I haven't really used one. I'll have to keep that in mind. That might be something if I'm looking for a water-type option and a ground-type option. Like, right now I have that, what is it, the Rune Regus, which seems pretty neat. Okay, so the last Pokemon I need, and what I should probably be riding my bike for, is Morpeko. Yeah, I remember Marnie's little Morpeko. Well, you can find it, but it's an overworld encounter. So, yeah, you probably just want to ride back and forth. Maybe fight some of them to speed up the process a bit. Oh, actually, I was mistaken. No, get back here! Yeah, you can also find Inkay in as an overworld encounter, but it does seem a little timid, so it might run away from you, as it did with me. So there's that still to find, and then of course there is Morpeko. Now Morpeko is just a 5% encounter, so this might be a little bit before I can find it. Oh, there it is! Look, it's so tiny! Alright, Morpeko! Cute little thing. Yeah, this thing is Electric Dark, and it will change its form every other turn. And that doesn't change its typing itself, but it does change the type of its move. Oh shoot, what was the move called? Well, it's exclusive move. Sorry, I don't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, we'll see if we can find it. It probably has it at this point. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I don't think Marnie's had it earlier. Oh, it doesn't have it right now. Yeah, so it alternates between full belly mode and hangry mode. So that's kind of cool. This doesn't look terrible. I don't think I'm going to use it, but... Oh, it had a stamp, which I should probably talk about. I don't remember if I have. But yeah, you can sometimes find Pokemon that have ribbons or stamps or whatnot. They have them on it, and it's kind of neat. You can actually give them a title with that. So for instance, let's take a look at that Morpeko really fast here. We go over here. I don't remember how to do it. View stats. Right here. Yeah, there we go. So the intense mark, a mark for a feisty Pokemon. So we can just press A there, and then whenever it's sent out in battle, it will say Morpeko the Feisty, or whatever nickname you give it. Like, you can see that in the bottom left corner there. So some are just like completely random in the wild. Some are like rare, some are just like if you catch it during certain weather conditions. There was a Goldeen I had earlier that had that. That's kind of interesting. Like, you can also earn these kind of like the old ribbon system used to be. So, you know, as you accomplish certain things, if you max out EV training, if you beat the game with the Pokemon, or something like that, you can get them. It's just kind of a fun little vanity thing. It doesn't actually affect their stats, but it is still pretty cool. Anyway, that being said, I think that's actually everything we need to worry about on Route 7 for right now. There is still, of course, the path blocked by Team Yell at the moment, but we can't really go there. No, I'm doing my outro. Go. We can't really do anything. Stop. Oh, man. Sometimes they just stop and they don't even run into you. But yeah, Route 8, it's definitely a lot longer. There's a lot more trainers to fight, a lot of Pokemon to find too, so make sure you're all healed up for it and ready for a good adventure as we head north to Searchester. See you next time, everyone. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications to get updated. Be sure to check out my website for more Pokemon Sword and Shield coverage, including a full mobile-friendly Pokédex, a powerful team builder, and a written walkthrough. See you next time!